YouTube, Shinobi here, and thanks for watching my unboxing of the Nintendo 3DS XL. If you got here randomly and haven't seen it yet, go ahead and click that annotation right there to check out my unboxing of this beautiful new Nintendo 3DS XL. But for now, the point of this video is to go through the transfer process step by step. I know there's a lot of videos on this, but I decided to give it a go anyway. So first of all, you're going to want to power the new system on. Which is something that is new to me because I didn't actually turn it on in my original video. So let's wait for that to boot up for the very first time. We're going to have to go through the setup process, which I may or may not skip. I'll probably skip it. Skipping ahoy! Okay, so I finally got to the system transfer screen. Now on your original 3DS XL, which I'll turn the music on because it's nice. Basically go into the system settings, which I have cleverly hidden away because I can get there right here. Alright, so you're going to want to go to other settings and go to system transfer. Alright, transfer from a system in the Nintendo 3DS family. Agree. Send from the system. Next. And then on the new Nintendo 3DS XL, you hit yes. Does the same thing. Alright, and just like before, 3DS, agree, receive. It is transferring from Brian to Brian. On this one, you want to select it. Switch to here, transfer from, yes. Now back to this one. Hit next. Yes. Hit transfer. Switch back up to here. You can go ahead and delete the data on the MicroSD card because you're not going to need it. Alright, now it's alerting you to the fact that the new system uses MicroSD cards instead of normal SD cards. So you're going to need to do some swapping. Alright, so your options are a wireless transfer to make all of the data that's on this SD card go to the system's internal micro SD card, which is only 4 gigabytes. So we are not going to do that. A low capacity micro SD card transfer, we're not going to do that either. We're going to do a PC based transfer, and I will definitely show the steps through that. Alright, so now there's nothing cool going on here, but over here we get to watch the Pikmin do their thing. It's currently transferring all of the data that is on the system itself over to the new system. So all of the internal save data, all of the like the street pass stuff and everything like that that's not kept on the SD card over here. And it wants me to plug in an AC adapter. And I keep telling it no. My battery is at half right now, so it should be okay. But we're going to go ahead and jump a little bit into the future and go over the SD card transfer. Alright, now after that big old mess of a transfer system, we need to put what is on here, which is a 16 gigabyte SD card that I was using in my normal 3DS XL, and put it onto here. a micro SD card. This one is a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. This runs off of SDXC, and the system is supposed to use microSD HC. I think it's HC anyway. It's whatever's on here. HC. Yes, I was right. So in that case, Nintendo recommends using 32 gigabytes. Many people have gotten the 64 gigabyte to work just fine. You have to format it into the FAT32 file system instead of the EXFAT. Fun names. So that can cause some issues. So honestly, despite the fact that I went with the 64, I would totally recommend just sticking with the 32. That is definitely huge. I still only used maybe roughly 2/3 of this card over the course. I don't do a whole lot of digital downloading, but I think I am in the future, so I wanted to go with something a little bit bigger. Anyway, we're going to need to get the micro SD out of the back of here anyway. So before we even start our file transfer process, we have to get to the micro SD card, and that is definitely a process among itself. They hid it back here underneath the battery of the system, which is really, really annoying. I think I unscrewed these enough. I think I did. So anyway, take your stylus, and you can actually put the stylus underneath the little part right here and pry it open, just like that. In fact, that worked a lot easier than I thought it was going to. So like I said, just take your stylus, and of course this side isn't going to be as nice to me. Pry it open just like that, and then just sort of slide it off. And here is the back of the Nintendo 3DS system. Right there. The micro SD card goes right in there. These are tiny, tiny little things. So make sure you do not lose them. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and transfer what is on here onto here, and then put that into here. So here we go. Right, so here we go. Basically, you plug the SD card into your computer and it will pop up wherever it pops up. I'm running a Mac, obviously. So I just click over here on No Name, which is the 16 gig SD card that was in my normal 3DS XL. Transfer the DCIM and the Nintendo 3DS folders onto your desktop. And considering I had almost half of the SD card, I was only at half. I thought I had a lot more on there. This will take several minutes. So just kind of sit back and relax while it does this, and go do something else. It'll certainly speed up as time goes on. Right, now that those are safely on your desktop, go ahead and eject your old SD card and go ahead and use it in future camera endeavors or such like that. And go ahead and plug in the micro SD card. Now, most of the time, you're going to need a sort of SD adapter, which basically plugs the micro SD into a normal SD card for use in the normal SD card readers. Now, I named mine New Red because that was the color, and I thought the name was funny. Now, if you open that up, it should be blank. If there's any sort of programs or anything in there, go ahead and format it if it was a card you used previously, or a card that has like virus software or something on it like that. Sometimes SD cards or memory sticks can come with some assistant programs built into them already. So go ahead and wipe it completely clean. Again, I went ahead and formatted it into the FAT32 format, so you're going to want to do that if you've got one that is higher than 32 gigabytes. From there, you just take your DCIM, which is all your pictures, and the Nintendo 3DS folder, and drop them right in. And of course, it's going to take a little bit faster. This one is a lot better of a card, so it's going to get there significantly quicker. So now you just wait for that to end. Go ahead and pop it out. Place it into your new 3DS XL, and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, so take your micro SD out of the little adapter, And right into the tiny little slot right in there. Hooray! Then carefully put this thing back on, which is probably a lot easier said than done, or it's very easily done. Okay. If you have DSI wear on there, it's going to want you to do that transfer, and then it's complete. You have a week until you can do another transfer, which is kind of silly, but it is what it is. And then after a nice and quick restart, thanks to the new processor, everything should be good to go. Boom! There we go. Everything is right back where I left it. The theme is exactly the same one I had. Everything is right back in place where it was, and I could not be happier. I need to put a game card in there still, but absolutely. So that is it. It is easy as that. It sounds a lot more difficult than it actually is. That is for sure. It sounds like a grueling process, but it's not really all that hard. So as long as you have a computer with an SD card slot and the knowledge of how to drag and drop folders, you're really good to go. There isn't a whole lot more besides that. Just follow the menus, follow the drag and drop process on the computer, and you're done. So all my stuff is right here, safe and sound, so I'm going to start playing. So thanks for watching. Take care, and have a great one. Bye.